Welcome to Not Milk Never Milk. Subscribe if you're lactose intolerant.
In this video, I will explain how to get an animated grid background. We will explore the fundamental techniques to bring a dynamic grid pattern to life on your web projects. This effect can significantly elevate the visual appeal of any website, making it more engaging and modern. We will cover the core components, including HTML structure and CSS styling, to help you implement this popular design element effectively. Get ready to transform your static backgrounds into captivating, animated experiences. To create an animated grid background, you will primarily use HTML and CSS. HTML sets up the basic structure, perhaps a container element. CSS then takes over, defining the grid pattern itself using properties like background image with gradients, and then animating it. For instance, you might use a linear gradient to create the lines, and then animate its background position or transform property. While CSS handles many animations, JavaScript can be employed for highly interactive or procedurally generated grids, offering greater control over complex movements and user interactions. Implementing an animated grid background begins with your HTML. Create a div element that will serve as your background container. Next, in your CSS, apply a background image to this div using repeating linear gradients to form the grid lines. You will then set the background size property to define the size of each grid cell, perhaps 20 pixels by 20 pixels. Finally, use the CSS animation property to smoothly transition the background position over a duration, for example, 10 seconds, creating the illusion of movement. Customizing your animated grid background is straightforward. You can easily change the colors of the grid lines and the background itself by modifying the gradient values. Adjusting the background size will alter the grid's density, making cells larger or smaller. Experiment with different animation durations, perhaps 8 seconds for a subtle flow or 3 seconds for a faster pace, and directions to achieve unique visual effects. Always prioritize performance. Using CSS animations is generally efficient, but avoid overly complex gradients or very large background images to ensure a smooth experience for all users.
Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, leave a like and consider subscribing. See you next time.